So that about sums up the performances I saw in the kingdom marriages. One thing, clarification on what using the Lord's name in vain is. When you go back through scripture, do not say, the Lord told you this. If I didn't tell you this, and that goes back to a struggle that I was having with a certain people and attempting to distance myself from them because I felt their acts were shameful, abominable, and that is why it states in scripture, they blaspheme my holy name. So we, of course, went into this with the understanding of the Christian movie Fireproof. As the intensity of the spiritual warfare increased, if you reference the previous video, it will be while you were focused on whatever you were focused on, the enemy moved in behind you. Like right now, I can hear the enemy in certain prodigals, don't watch this crap, or don't watch this SHIT. Depending on the intensity of the spiritual attack against your spouse, you can look back at all of the events that happened, the paths your prodigal took. I'm speaking to kingdom spouses here. Understand, I am in control and the head of your marriage. We had already determined once the confirmation has come through you, kingdom spouse, you would say to your prodigal, the Lord only has a remnant. There's your clarification. Now, how the enemy moved in many times through somebody, like the video you see me sitting down with titled Mary's Discernment, convinced her, and you can liken it to, if you would like, what it was like, the demons saying they are legion, for there are many of them. Branching that out into different individuals around your spouse, depending on the depth of how easily they were deceived into believing what they were hearing was of God. Remembering there are different depths to the enemy's deception. The enemy was not going to appear in the life of the prodigal as dominant a lot of times, or bold as a lion, confident with my spirit and my words, but as the victim, until the opportune time came to strike, hence viper. So when you see in that video the enemy leading your prodigal following, you start there as we continue our testimony. So I'll continue mine regarding control of finances. Now, it is kingdom money. We designated that through our prayer time, given to us by the Lord. It is in our, as in our, God's pocket, And it is designated, now that you have seen my face and you are left without excuse, the forgiveness your prodigal needs still has to come from the kingdom spouse. With me in you, and you understanding I am in the Father, and you speaking my words to your prodigal, they are confessing. The Lord is hearing it. Through your words, they will receive the redemption as they have postured themselves back into my plan for them. That will be seen in heaven, forgiven in heaven, as they recognize first my spirit in you. From there, all of the power that my spirit possesses is going to move through you. This is how the part before the Church of Acts was determined to be in my kingdom, the way, what I taught my apostles. When the reconciliation is occurring, it is because they are seeking me. Them recognizing I am in you and you are in me allows them to look back through the last year. And since I have been in you and you have been in me with the Father, you're going to be saying everything that their life has already seen. The impact of where they abandoned their God. So then they equal sinning against you to sinning against me, God. Without accepting their God, they then are in a state of their prayers not being answered by the Lord Michael Brian Thomas, who is the second coming Jesus. When they look back through the last year, they will see their prayers were not answered by me. As I stated, I would only speak to the prodigal through their kingdom spouse. This also teaches them, when I say what I will do it. When I say what I will not do, I will not do it. So coming into me and Mary's marriage, there were two sources of income. There was my income, her apartment, and what she received. Now entering into the marriage, and this is important, of why I said prodigals transfer half of what you were blessed with to your kingdom spouse. Galilean tradition ensured marriages were financially in a position for the birth of the two that were being brought together as one. The father ensured the bride through payment to either Galilean is different than Jewish tradition. You need to understand that. In this day and age, I simply blessed the prodigal. The prodigal positioned outside of their marriage is then forfeiting the full amount of their inheritance, which would include salvation and being known by God. I love you.